everybody. Thanks for clicking on this video. I hope it's super helpful for you. I'm just going to be sharing some of the reasons I think that we are able to live comfortably on a single income as a family of 5. My name is Haley. I'm married to the love of my life, and we've got 3 little girls. So the first thing that we do to live comfortably on a single income is we use what we have. So the mindset that I have that goes along with this tip is don't worry about what other people think of you. I know you've heard that a million times, but it's so true. I will use the example of my master bedroom closet. I have had this irrational fear that people are going to see it and judge it because it's not aesthetically beautiful or, pleasing to the eyes. It doesn't have all the nice matching things and like the built-ins and all that stuff. It's just not worth going into debt over or straining your budget and being stressed about. So I'm going to share my closet with you guys and show you what I mean by using what you already have. Okay, so you have to excuse my voice right now because I am losing it, but here is a look at my ugly closet. This was given to us when we got married. This is something I had from college. This and this were inherited from my grandmother when she passed away. This was free at a garage sale. Don't mind all this. Our shelf obviously broke. After the closet broke, I pulled this in here. I had it for whenever I was teaching online. I had my props and stuff on it. And I pulled it in here and it holds my clothes and my daughter's clothes on there. And we just made it work. This works for us so far. And we just use what we have. I would love to be able to do an update, maybe a budget-friendly update one of these days, but for now this works. So you see what I mean? We don't have to try to keep up with the Joneses. We can use what we have and make it work until we have the money to upgrade and make it the way we want it. The next thing that we do as a family to help us to live comfortably on a single income is we buy used. This one is huge. Like I think I'll take you around and show you all the things in our house that we have bought that are used. Our refrigerator, microwave, home decor, hot pot, utensil holder, Keurig, love seat, sofa, coffee table, dressers, cribs, kids' toys, piano bench, guitar, home decor again, our TV, an entertainment center, baby items, washer and dryer, dresser and nightstands, dresser and mirror, standing mirror, futon, decor, curtains, TV, hammock and fire pit, rocking chair, our wood-burning stove, table and chairs and trash can, car seats, not our kids, or Bissell Crossway. Okay, there is no way on earth we would be able to afford any of this stuff new. Like, I'm just being honest. It is a little bit of work sometimes because you have to fix up the used thing or clean it up. Sometimes things are just like nasty. Well, we got this Bissell Crossway used, and I'm just now having to clean it up. Oh, clean it up. Guys, look at this. This is the filter that you're supposed to wash every time you use it. Oh my goodness. That is horrendous. So, I've been washing it in the tub, just rinsing it off, getting ready to scrub out all the gunk. But this is something that we do. Saves us a lot of money, and it's not that hard to clean it up, even if it is disgusting. So. But if you actually break down the price of like the time you spent cleaning versus the money you saved, it's like for the Bissell Crosswave, I probably cleaned it for 30 minutes and I saved what? Well, I just looked up the price and I saved over $200. So 30 minutes of cleaning something that was absolutely nasty saves me $200. Like, guys, that's where it's at. So if you have not considered buying used, I highly, highly, highly recommend it. This honestly is one of the biggest things. All right, so the mindset that goes along with this is viewing items in regards to their price per use. So say, just for sake of illustration, I bought my Bissell Crosswave and I paid $365 for it, but I use it every single day. It's kind of like looking at it like, oh, that cost me $1 per day per use for a year. Versus if I buy something at the Dollar Tree for $1.25 and I only use it one time, then the price per use of the $1.25 item is higher than the price per use for the $365 item. And this kind of goes along with choosing quality items versus just something that is inexpensive or cheap. So looking at how many times you'll use the item, and that kind of determines the value of the item. Number 3 is a simple one. It is simply we wait to buy something. My husband and I were laughing the other day because we have had things in our Amazon cart for years, like literally years. So it kind of tells us like, okay, we can live without this item. If you have something that you want to buy, maybe put it in your save for later and then give yourself a week to think about it, or however long you decide, or even just sometimes overnight. Most of my impulse buys are at nighttime when I am looking on Amazon before bed and I'm like, oh, this is a great deal, I'm just gonna buy this. But if I just save for later and say, okay, tomorrow if I still want it, or whenever I think about it again, if I still want it, I could buy it then. Just those extra hours, giving myself some space. Sometimes I'll wake up in the morning and either totally forget about it or realize like, okay, I don't really need that item. And the mindset that goes along with this is having a goal. Have a goal in mind. You've probably heard the phrase delayed gratification. That kind of goes along with this. You know that you have something in mind and then you work for it, and it makes it in the right perspective. It gives you the right priorities. Like, man, I've worked really hard for whether it's money or whatever. Do I really want to spend it on this thing that I've been saving for? Or can I use this money towards my bigger goal? Okay, the next tip I have is to simplify needs. And we have done this as we have kind of pursued minimalism more. We have greatly simplified our needs because the less you have, the less you need. For instance, I had some certain shirts that I did not have any matching skirts to, so I needed to get some new skirts to go along with the shirts. However, once I just got rid of the shirts, I didn't need new skirts.
Shirts, skirts, words, skirts, shirts.
Another illustration is whenever I have something that is in need of mending or it's broken, it needs to be glued together. Instead of just keeping that item that is broken and no good and needing to find something like tape or glue or a soldering iron or whatever it is, if you just can live without that item, then you don't have to buy something special to take care of it. So some of these things that we think are needs are not really needs at all if we could live without them. But it's like we don't really realize, at least for me, I didn't always realize the things that were needs versus just things that I had and I thought I needed. All right, and the mindset that goes along with this point is to be thankful for the things that you already have and not always be looking for more. I can live a simple life and be happy and content, and in the long run, it does save money. Okay, last but not least is to try a starve. I'm not talking about starving yourself. I'm talking about try a starve of your pantry or your fridge. Maybe you have done this before. I have just recently started doing it, but this is so helpful. If you're running short on money for 1 month, maybe try not getting groceries. If you get it every week, maybe try skipping a week. Get it every 2 weeks, maybe try skipping it 2 weeks, and then that really helps you see the things that you have bought that you don't really like to use, and it helps you to use those things up and make you more mindful in the future of what you're going to buy for your grocery shopping. And I have found this to be a super helpful tool. And the mindset that I have that goes along with this one is don't be afraid to go without or to run out. I used to think like you could not survive if you ran out of XYZ milk, pasta, whatever, shampoo, a certain kind of shampoo. I used to think like, oh my goodness, that would be the worst thing ever. But if you run out of something, we're not that far from a store. Like, we don't live hundreds of miles away from the nearest store. B, people can be very creative when there is a need. You can find something else to take the place of that thing. So take the things that you have and don't be afraid to use them up. That's what they're there for. That's what you paid the money for. So I hope that's helpful for you as it has been for me. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video was very helpful for you. And if it was, you can feel free to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.